Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasher Allah, Yahweh, Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasher Allah, Yahweh, Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Baha Shoah Kodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. From the high spirit and lawyer. All right. And I'm going to wait till, I get one or two people come in and chat. Shalom, shalom. And I believe I got the email you sent about the chariots flying throughout the sky. I gotta watch it again because I usually don't go to that email, but I was watching it again, and yeah, I saw the chariots flying across. That was, it's a faith booster, But I'm doing this as a movie review. I just got done watching the movie The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I'm experiencing conflicting feelings, emotions towards the movie, because I think it was a well-written movie as far as the quality of a movie, the plot. All right. It was Paul that filmed it. You said Paul? Paul filmed it? I gotta look into that. Con. Hey, Babaka Shop, you can post on the comment board what you thought of the movie. But I'm gonna just tell my opinion on it. Brothers, that's the beauty of it, man. We ain't gotta agree on the movie, or some brothers watched Black Panther, some brothers didn't watch it. Some brothers watched Coming to America, the sequel. Some of it didn't like it, some did like it. But yeah, if you could just tell what you thought, on the comment board, man. But I saw the movie, man, and I'm not gonna lie, like I like the nuances in the movie. Like the first hour, they kind of showed the culture. They show how, well, the main character, the ape that was the main character's name was Noah. So that reminds me of, like, from the past. The word Noah means rest, but his name being Noah, you think about Noah in the book of Genesis, he was really like a relic from the old world. He was like a remnant of the old world. Him, his three sons, and their wives. There was like a relic that survived the old world before the flood or after the flood. All right. And then another ape name was Anaya. Now we all know that the apes was a metaphor for the Israelites. Okay. So there were certain things that I want to highlight that I liked. Just the details that was put into the movie. All right. Even them having eagles, and the eagles would catch fish for them, man. And just them referencing Caesar, all right, is like the founder of their kingdom. And one thing and they showed in the movie, if you notice, like some of the clans, they had like a broken English, and you have to remember, in Caesar's generation, Caesar's generation, 300 years before the present in that movie, they were taught how to read. But all right, they were all taught how to read, but then as time progressed, they degenerated. So not to a point where they were just in bad state, but they wasn't on a level that they were in Caesar's generation. So that reminds me of just the Israelites, how the first generation to be on point, but after 2-3 generations, Jacob start to like deviate from that original way. All right, and that's what happened in the movie. But the thing that I didn't like about the movie was there's always a seed of Edomite supremacy. It tells you in Psalms 49 that inward thought is that their houses should rule forever. And in the movie, they reinforced that mindset in the movie. And that was not the 1968 edition or rendition of it. That was not the original storyline of the Planet of the Apes, starring Charles Heston, man. That was not the original storyline. All right, where at the end of the movie, Edomites, they start showing signs that Edomites gonna take over. And it reminds me of IUIC's heresy that's taught that in the kingdom, after we rule for 1,000 years, Edomites are gonna take over, or they're gonna attempt to take over. We're gonna have to fight them again. Or no, we're not gonna have to fight them again after 1,000 years, man. All right, that's why we have the book of Obadiah, and it tells you that all Edomites are gonna be destroyed after 1,000 years, man. What's the purpose of 1,000 years? The purpose of 1,000 years is for them to build our kingdom. Okay, that's the purpose of the 1,000 years of ruling, man. All right, is to help them build up the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the physical kingdom. You're gonna have people, men, building up our kingdom. All right, it's gonna be 1,000-year period. We're gonna have interplanetary travel to transport slaves from one planet to another planet, man. All right, we might have a whole planet dedicated to just breeding slaves and shipping them out, man. That's how you might buy pit bulls or some shit, man. You got a pit bull breeding farm and you ship the pit bulls out. You got a Edomite breeding farm and you ship them out to different brothers' dominion. But in the movie, you know, instead of the end of the movie, like I said, it is a spoiler. But in the end of the movie, they show basically an indication that Edomites is gonna take their planet back, man. The Edomites is gonna get back on top. But there's just that the Edomite supremacy being forced back into the movie. But one thing they mentioned, one of the apes, I think it was Proximus, which I like him. Proximus is probably my favorite character in the movie. He referred to Edomites as being duplicitous. That is their nature, man. You can never trust those humans. We all know who the humans are. If the apes are the Israelites, we all know who the humans are. And like I said, he referred to the Edomites as being duplicitous. So you can never trust those duplicitous humans, roughly paraphrasing. But that reminds me of the scripture. Is it Psalms 55? The words of their mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in their heart. That's a duplicitous motherfucker, man. All right? Ulterior motive, and that's Esau, man. The scripture says, never trust thy enemy, though iron rusted soils his wickedness, man. And then it says, though he stoopeth down, because the little Edomite, I think her name was Nova, or they call her Nova, which they call all Edomites Nova. All right? She act like a little primitive motherfucker who couldn't talk. But then come to find out, she was highly intelligent, in the movie at least. You know? She was highly intelligent. And they always show some strong Edomite woman that's going to take the leading role, man. Some little feminist narrative. So you got Edomite supremacy and feminism all in the movie. But no, man, the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is not going to be a fucking joint kingdom, a split kingdom, or there are going to be signs that Edomites is going to get the kingdom back. Like, no, man, you, like they said in the movie, that was your world. This is our world now, you know? See, that's something that's planted into the minds of our people, is that Edomites always ruled, and Edomites have always ruled, and they're gonna always rule. That's just how it was. That's how it's always been. The white man always just been in charge. That's how it's always been, and that's how it's gonna always be. You know? And they even referenced in the movie the Roman Empire, showing you that, you know, it all started from the Roman Empire. But what Edomites don't tell you in history is that before the Romans, before the Grecians, the dark nations ruled. Whether it was the so-called Persians and the Medes, you know, Elam and Japhet, or whether it was the Babylonian Assyrian Empire, starting with the Cushites. All right, she was very subtle. She was very subtle, man. Very subtle, very duplicitous, man. All right, had me fooled, man. I thought she was just some little primitive junkie, man, that they threw an apple at. But nah, that was an Edomite, man. You know. But You know, they planted a seed of Edomite supremacy that even when the apes take over, Esau is going to take over ultimately. But they have to put that seed of Edomite supremacy in there. And it reminds me of a documentary I watched on Charles Manson, the occult leader. And I believe he said he read the Bible and listened to the Beatles and came up to a realization the so-called black race is going to take over the earth. But there's going to be a small remnant of Edomites that's going to come from underground bunkers or whatever and take the earth back because they're more intelligent than the so-called black man. So that was his premises of starting the occult. I got to go back and watch the documentary, but that's pretty much his premises. That reading the Bible, he came to a realization that the so-called black man was going to take over, man. Right? But he also said that the select number of Edomites are going to, because they're more intelligent, his words, not mine, more intelligent than the so-called black man, they're going to take the earth back from the so-called black man. But they just the storyline, the narrative, the engineering of Edomite supremacy being imputed into the minds of the people, man. And the people that fall for Edomite supremacy and its everlasting rule is a so-called black man. All right, here it is. Edomites are moving into the fucking woods, being campers and tent dwellers and shit, because they know that their own kingdom is about to collapse. But Jake still got hope in this bitch, man. All right. But that's pretty much the point, man. You know, it was a movie spoiler, but and I still like the movie. It's part of my collection. I would like to think that I've seen all 4 Planet of the Apes at this point, and not to mention the 1968 edition with Charles Heston, the 2001 edition. I want to say, was that Matt Damon on the 2001? I want to say it was Matt Damon on the 2001 edition. But yeah, I was also fortunate enough to watch the 4 versions of the particular edition, starting, I want to say 2013. I could be off on a year, about a year or two. But starting with the rise of the Planet of the Apes, I want to say the dawn of the Planet of the Apes, then the war of the Planet of the Apes, now you have the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So just being a brother, like a lot of brothers that watched all versions of it, I had to watch the last one. I was pretty excited, but like I said, I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed, man. Just putting Mark Wahlberg at the water, brother, because I get them mixed up. And they're Israelites. I know Mark Wahlberg. I know they're Israelites. But Mark Wahlberg, I often get them mixed up. You know? But like I said, I saw the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And I was excited to see it. My coworker came out of nowhere, told me he saw it. I was like, you saw it? He was like, I was like, it's out already? Because I hadn't been keeping up. And he was like, yeah, man. And me and Elder Kazak got to talking about it. He was like, man, you should go to the movies and see it. And I saw it. And it's a pretty good movie. You know, good to get out the house. But damn, Esau, we can't win in the movies? We can't win in the movies? Like, damn, man. But that's pretty much the point, man. That's my take on it. Like, Esau putting the seed that even in someone else's kingdom, he's going to bounce back. That's not the scriptures, though. It says you in Obadiah, Esau going to be cut off forever, man. All right? But that's pretty much the point. You know? That's pretty much the point. I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakodash, double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba Baal, Kimya Shalom.